Good evening from the Eyewitness News Weather Center. Meteorologist Jeff Smith with this AccuWeather Alert. We've been tracking severe thunderstorms moving across the area. Thankfully, the trend is for those to weaken during the past hour or so, but you're still getting hammered over parts of Fairfield County, Connecticut, and onto Long Island as well. And this has been creating not only some damaging wind in parts of the area, but quite a bit of flash flooding as well. And especially as we head into nighttime, you really got to be careful out there with any areas where water covers the road. You don't want to travel into those areas. Here's a flash flood warning right now. Fairfield County, parts of Westchester and Putnam until 9:45 p.m. Those storms right now exiting Fairfield, moving into New Haven County. Still have some pretty strong storms though along I-84 with a lot of cloud to ground lightning and definitely some heavy rain with those. Storms moving into central parts of Suffolk County on Long Island. The same system, by the way, has moved through parts of Bergen and Rockland and caused what the National Weather Service has been deeming life-threatening flash flooding. That flash flood warning in effect until 8:45, so another 45 minutes. Even though the rainfall has diminished in intensity over Bergen and parts of Rockland, still getting a lot of reports of water on roadways and some flooding, some lingering flooding out there from the rain that occurred earlier. Look at these nasty storms moving across, moving right along the LIE over central and eastern parts of Suffolk County. Let's zoom in here. Coram to Miller Place, all the way to Brookhaven, headed in the general direction of Riverhead. Expect some nasty storms to move in that direction during the next 30 to 45 minutes. Still a flash flood warning officially for the 5 boroughs of New York City because of the storms that just moved on through the metro area. That is in effect until 9 p.m. again because of the standing water that we have left over, and we still even have some flash flood warnings in effect for parts of central New Jersey as well. Some of the storm reports we're getting pretty impressive out of Fairfield County as of 7:30 in Danbury. Multiple vehicles stuck in floodwaters. Emergency services actually responding there. That's why we tell people, turn around, don't drown. If you don't know how deep that water is, 6 to 12 inches of water on a roadway can sweep away a small vehicle. Jamaica, Queens, wires down on 115th Avenue at 168th Street due to thunderstorm wind damage. And Valhalla in Westchester County as of 7:20 p.m. All lanes closed on the Taconic State Parkway due to flooding at mile marker 1.6. So this line of storms has really meant business. Rainfall estimates of between 2 and 4 inches of rain in some of these pockets, especially north and west of New York City, where the storms just kind of sat there for a while. The good news again, everything is tending to weaken right now and move off to the north and east. So by 9 p.m., yes, there still could be some pockets of heavier rain in parts of the Hudson Valley, maybe a couple of thunderstorms also down the Jersey Shore. But the trend overnight, you lose that daytime heating, you lose your instability in the atmosphere, and you lose your thunderstorms. So that is good news overnight. Tonight we'll just have partly cloudy and very humid conditions out there into early tomorrow morning. During the day tomorrow, we'll be watching the skies again during the afternoon. Could be a couple more thunderstorms. Doesn't look as organized or as widespread as what we saw today. But with all the humidity that we have around, any thunderstorm could be on the strong side, maybe containing some certainly some heavy rainfall, maybe some gusty winds as well as we head into later on Saturday afternoon. Sunday, if anything, a little bit less humid. By the way, later on tomorrow night, some of our models showing central and southern New Jersey getting another little batch of thunderstorms. That moves on out. Sunday, not maybe quite as humid as tomorrow, but still that chance of getting a thunder shower in 1 or 2 spots during the afternoon, those highs up near the 90-degree mark. And that combination of heat and humidity, by the way, meaning that heat index values could be up around 100 degrees right into tomorrow afternoon. Dew points are going to be well up into the middle and perhaps even upper 70s like they've been the past couple of days, and you combine that with temperatures around 90, it'll feel like close to 100. So the hot temperatures and the high humidity can definitely cause some heat illnesses, and that's why we have a heat advisory right through much of tomorrow. So we're calling tomorrow an AccuWeather Alert, mainly due to the heat and humidity, but there's that possibility at getting an afternoon stronger thunderstorm. Again, not as widespread as what we saw today. Not quite as humid on Sunday. You can't completely rule out a thunder shower. I think much of the area, the vast majority of the time, stays dry for the Dominican Day Parade as well. That high getting up to about 90. Hazy, very warm, and we call it Hazy Monday because some of the wildfire smoke from out west could be impacting our atmosphere by that point. Probably not getting all the way down to the surface, impacting our air quality. Thunderstorm risk returns on Tuesday, 89, and then just kind of average, dog days of summer weather for Wednesday and beyond. Wednesday about 84, 85 on Thursday again. The more immediate concern, thunderstorms right now pretty much limited to Long Island, Fairfield County, Connecticut, parts of Putnam and Westchester as well. They seem to be weakening as they move off to the north and east, but we still do have those flash flood warnings in effect. Again, 9:45 p.m. for Fairfield. Westchester, and Putnam counties. And still that flash flood warning where we've had the most significant flooding over parts of Bergen and Rockland counties. That goes until 8:45. Again, even though the rainfall has significantly tapered off there's a lot of areas where water is covering the roadways. And again, there's that nasty line heading out on eastern parts of Long Island. Flash flood warning continues for the city until 9 p.m. We'll wrap it all up for you coming up tonight on Eyewitness News at 11 o'clock. We'll see you then.